opportunity to discuss U.S. passenger vessel fleet and the Coast Guard's role in advancing a safe, secure, and environmentally responsible U.S. maritime industry. I ask that my written testimony be entered into the record. First, let me express our sincere condolences on the passing of Congressman Elijah Cummings, former chairman of this subcommittee and staunch supporter of the Coast Guard. Without question, his conviction, passion, and public service made us a better Coast Guard. The U.S. maritime transportation system supports $5.4 trillion in economic activity and more than 30 million jobs. As the Assistant Commandant for Prevention Policy, I set standards for safety, security, environmental stewardship, commercial vessels, facilities, mariners, and ensure the compliance with those standards and conduct investigations into violations and accidents across the system. On behalf of the Coast Guard, I would once again express our deepest sympathies to the families and loved ones of those who have perished in recent marine casualties. These tragedies are at the forefront of our minds as we strive to enhance the marine safety program. As I begin my role in this job, my priorities include reviewing the marine safety regulatory and policy framework, modernizing our marine safety workforce, and leveraging and ensuring an effective oversight of third parties. We are working closely with the National Transportation Safety Board to determine the cause of recent casualties and identify improvements to strengthen the framework and ultimately prevent future incidents. However, we are not waiting for final investigations to implement urgent and necessary safety action. The Vessel Compliance Program is a systemic safety net designed to prevent accidents from occurring. All elements of that framework are interdependent and must function well for the system to work. The Coast Guard provides a critical, mandated level of oversight and is responsible for verifying U.S. flag vessels comply with applicable laws and regulations, and for foreign vessels, the Coast Guard conducts examinations to ensure each vessel is in substantial compliance with international convention. Equally important, a vessel's master and crew play essential roles and should be the first to recognize problems and take early corrective action. The vessel owner is obligated to support the master and crew's ability to maintain the vessel and operate it safely. And additionally, classification societies, recognized organizations, or third parties should provide an expertise to ensure vessel systems are operating properly and that the company and crew are filling their roles in the safety net. All elements of this framework must be functioning well in the system. This is a challenge given the current U.S. inspected passenger fleet is technologically and operationally diverse. There are over 6,300 U.S. inspected passenger vessels, including large inland river cruise ships, high-speed catamarans, large amphibious vessels, long-distance sport fishers, to name a few. Vessels in this fleet operate in diverse environments, from the Bering Sea to Great Lakes, to the Pacific, to the Atlantic, to the Gulf Coast. They may carry as few as 7 passengers or as many as 1,000 and operate on a journey of a few minutes or many days. The U.S. fleet carries more than 200 million passengers annually. The cruise ship industry, comprised mostly of foreign vessels, adds to the fleet, and these vessels carry more than 14 million passengers annually, making almost 10,500 arrivals at U.S. ports each year. The Coast Guard must have an adaptive and proficient marine safety workforce capable of operating in this complex environment, and we must continue to work effectively to implement marine inspector learning systems and put oversight regimes in place that enable industry to safely embrace technology and the advances in vessel design and operations, as well as emerging passenger and crew demands. To this end, the Coast Guard will strive to continuously improve. We will get better. We will closely examine findings of all marine casualty investigations to improve that framework. We will wholly fulfill our regulatory oversight role to keep the maritime public safe. We take our responsibility to protect and safeguard those traveling aboard foreign and domestic passenger vessels seriously. It's my priority, and I will keep you informed as we move forward. Again, thank you for your enduring support of the Coast Guard, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank the gentleman.